Yeah.
I mean, we would be in the middle of a civil war now.
Well, so I think we sort of nodded toward this truth, but I'll just make it explicit. I do think that one of the silver linings of him having won this election and having won it decisively is that it has discharged all of that pent-up rage and conspiracy thinking. I mean, like, so in Trumpistan,
Is it?
well, they've gotten everything,
Yeah.
right? So now they've got 4 years.
No,
to
they believe in elections again.
Yeah. So like our election system works, right? Apparently, and the elites couldn't keep the man down.
But again,
and there's no conspiracy. The Jews didn't do the thing that we're worried about.
But, again, and I don't think you're going to disagree with this, we didn't cure the cancer. We just pushed it further into tissue.
Well, but I think it's different. But the counterfactual is scary. I mean, so a Harris administration with all of these right-wing QAnon-addled nutcases thinking that the fix was in and elections don't mean anything, and like, all of that's bad from my point of view. So the fact that half of the electorate is that crazy is, I do think they've been mollified, and then now they get to see what it's like to govern with all of the tech bros they love, and we'll see what happens.
In a riveting and thought-provoking exchange, Sam Harris and Bill Mah embark on a wide-ranging conversation that cuts through the noise of modern discourse to confront some of today's most polarizing and impactful topics. From unraveling the superficial allure and societal implications of the fashion industry to dissecting the complexities of misinformation and its corrosive effects on democracy, they leave no stone unturned. With wit and candor, they delve into issues of election integrity and identity politics, shining a light on how these divisive topics shape the public consciousness. Their critique extends to the media landscape, where financial incentives often distort truth and elevate sensationalism over substance. Harris and Bill don't shy away from addressing the influence of contemporary activism, probing its potential to drive meaningful change, while also questioning its limitations and unintended consequences. As they navigate this multifaceted discussion, the duo combines intellectual depth with sharp humor, offering a compelling critique of the cultural and political forces shaping the modern world. For anyone seeking clarity amidst the chaos, this dialogue is not to be missed.
Well, I don't know what will happen with that. I do know what will happen with the next election, which is why, as much as we're living in a wonderful time now, where America's great again, whatever the next election is, if the Democrat wins it, they're just going to be ever more suspicious, and it's just going to be. We're putting off this day where something has to give with the people who don't believe in elections unless we win them.
No, but
that's intolerable.
Why would you say that if this time we, the mustache twirling plutocrats, couldn't fix the election?
You're thinking too.
Elections works.
You're thinking so logically. That's Sam. This is not how
he
they
won
think.
everything. He ran the table.
Yes, because there was no cheating. But if he had lost, there would have been cheating.
No,
you have it backwards.
Absolutely, but we've proven that you could have a fair election in the year 2024.
You're living in the world where you're encountering people like you.
Right.
And that's not the world we live in.
All right. Well,
that's not
I'm a bad judge of character.
You are. That is not going to happen. What's going to happen...
Sam Harris and Bill Mah explore the growing skepticism surrounding election integrity in the United States, emphasizing the dangerous erosion of public trust in democratic processes. They critique the rise of conspiracy theories that claim elections are rigged, particularly when outcomes do not favor a specific political group. This distrust, fueled by political polarization, creates a zero-sum mentality where opposing sides view each other as corrupt, further destabilizing confidence in democratic systems. The duo highlights the amplifying role of media, particularly partisan and alternative outlets, in perpetuating unsubstantiated claims of fraud, which deepen divides and foster a culture of misinformation. They warn that unchecked skepticism of electoral outcomes could lead to political violence, weakened institutions, and a fractured society. Both stress the need for accountability among political leaders and media figures to restore trust in democracy by distinguishing between valid concerns and baseless allegations, emphasizing transparency and responsible communication, to safeguard democratic governance.
It has a weird cognitive dissonance, is it not? That like you can be so worried and the world can seem to be falling apart, but then you look around and you go, yeah, but our life is pretty good. And I understand that half the country, as you point out, are going to get pitchforks because, and they are, and we should do something about that. But I don't know what. But for a lot of people, when you just drive around, you know, people are just living their best life, and you know.
Well, the difference between online and in the real world is so enormous. I mean, again, it's not true. Like it used to be that people could just say, you know, Twitter's not real life, but obviously, you know, the revolutions can start on Twitter. I mean, like the things that happen online are real in some important sense. But it's just also true that in real life, people are very different than they are online. And online, you reliably just see the worst face of normal people, and it's pretty ugly.
Yeah.
In real life, people are better, and so it's like it's good to recalibrate and recognize just what people are like face to face,
and more connected.
Yeah.
I read in the paper the other day, I think this comes from a Pew survey, that it's almost 2 to 1, the number of young men versus young women under 30 who are in a relationship. Like 64, completely single. Like 64% of males under 30, completely single. Only 34% of women.
Right. So all these women under 30 are hooking up with older guys. That's what's happening.
I don't.
I certainly hope so. Yes, that's what the math suggests. Yeah, or they're gay.
Well, but I mean, this was an article about OnlyFans, which the level of patheticness I can't even fathom. That you are so lonely. And I'm not saying this in any snarky way. I'm really sincerely feeling for these people, because I remember when I was that lonely, like in college. But to be so lonely and desperate that you would have this fake girlfriend who you must know is fake, and you're paying her by the minute to text or talk to you, and you think this is some kind of a relationship, or this is like, there's not a better solution than this?
In the next part, Sam Harris and Bill Mah delve into the pervasive influence of financial incentives on media, emphasizing how profit motives often prioritize sensationalism over truth. They critique the ways in which media outlets, including traditional news organizations and independent creators, shape narratives that cater to their audience's preconceived biases rather than presenting balanced or objective reporting. This phenomenon, known as audience capture, leads content producers to tailor their messaging to maintain viewer loyalty and maximize revenue, even at the cost of intellectual integrity. Harris and Bill argue that this dynamic not only distorts public discourse, but also deepens societal polarization, as audiences become entrenched in echo chambers that reinforce their worldviews. They stress the need for media figures and institutions to resist this trend, advocating for a return to principles of journalistic integrity and open-minded discussion to foster a more informed and less divided society.
Except you do have the odd billionaire who's preparing the compound in New Zealand and trying to figure out how to hire bodyguards who will not, you know, kill him and take his all of his wealth in the aftermath of the apocalypse.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the bodyguard you always have to watch out for.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
how do you incentivize the bodyguard, you know, post-apocalypse to just protect you?
I mean,
money is worthless.
Indira Gandhi, killed by the bodyguards.
Yeah.
Anwar Sadat.
Was that the bodyguards? Sadat? I don't remember.
Totally. Well, it was inside the. I mean, he was at a parade.
Right.
Which did not go well.
No, yes.
First of all,
the last parade, yes.
2 of the floats didn't. And then, yes, he was in the reviewing stand, and his own military turned on him and shot up.
I forgot the details there. I thought it was just jihadists who had infiltrated, but
no, it was the people in uniform. They were in his guard. I mean, there was
but there's the other version. In Pakistan, this has happened. It's ideas spread. You know, you can't keep the ideas out, right? So it's like as long as you convince
They are engaged in a thought-provoking examination of religion's profound impact on morality and human behavior, highlighting its dual capacity to inspire acts of compassion while also justifying destructive ideologies. They critique the role of religious extremism in fueling violence and divisiveness, emphasizing how rigid dogmas can lead individuals to rationalize inhumane actions as moral imperatives. At the same time, they acknowledge that faith can serve as a powerful motivator for altruism and social cohesion, showcasing its complex and multifaceted nature. A key focus of their discussion is the difficulty in disentangling religious belief from political agendas, where faith-based ideologies often shape policy decisions and public discourse in ways that can hinder progress. By questioning the balance between personal belief and broader societal needs, Harris and Bill underscore the importance of critical thinking and secular values in navigating the challenges posed by religion in the modern world. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this deep dive into thought-provoking topics and engaging conversations, don't forget to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. And to stay updated with more content like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Your support means the world. Thank you.